What's up, boys and girls? It is 6:59 a.m. EST. It's time to clock in. Let's make some money today. And the very first thing that we got to do, guys, is we obviously need to be setting our breakout levels. So in this video, I'm going to show you my morning routine. At 7 a.m., I'm going to go through every single stock, set every single breakout level. You're going to get a ton of value from this video. So do yourself a favor, do me a favor, grab that paper and pen. If you got kids, put the kids in the closet so you don't have any distractions. Read the disclaimer down below, and let's go ahead and dive straight in. Couple things here. Number one, make sure you're in the right account. Make sure you're in a cash account. Number two, you can go ahead and unlock your trading as well. And then number three, we want to start looking at the top gainers list. Guys, if we're going to trade on a consistent basis, we need to know exactly what stocks that we're going to look at. All right. So over here on the top right hand corner, make sure you're on top gainers. Then make sure you come over here. Make sure you're filtered by pre-market. Okay. Once you're at this level, now it's 7 a.m. Now what I want to do is start mapping out some breakout levels. So down here at the very bottom, make sure you're on the 5-minute time frame, which we are right now. And then for me with TMDE, what I noticed is this stock has already made multiple run-ups. It's had multiple pullbacks and multiple run-ups. All right. So if we just take a look at what time this very first pop right here happened, this was all the way at 4:05 a.m. Now remember my rules. You should already have this in your notes. I don't count any of the breakouts that happen before 6 a.m. So a lot of times my students would be like, well, Andrew, if we were mapping out a breakout level, then technically this was the first red candle. This was the first breakout level. This stock broke out at 4:15 a.m. EST. It happened before 6 a.m. I don't count it. Okay. So now I'm looking, and I'm coming to where is the 6 a.m. candle? All right. So the 6 a.m. candle is right here. So all of the price action before this candle right here. So all of this was before 6 a.m. So right here at 6 a.m., what was the high? The high was this level right here. So this is the highest point that we've reached as far as body of the candle. And then this is our pullback. So for me, this would be my level. Okay. Because when I first started tracking everything, guys, I used to sit down at the computer at 6 a.m., which means when I sat down at the computer at 6 a.m., I would be seeing only this. So you can see how I would easily map that out as a breakout level. All right. And then as you can see, this stock just recently broke out, and the time that it broke out was at 6:25 a.m. EST, where this 5-minute candle closes above this previous high. What does that tell me? That tells me that I count that as the very first breakout. And that also tells me that I'm probably not going to be trading TMDE today unless it gives me one of my other setups. I'm definitely not playing the breakout because the breakout already happened. Now, as you can see, this stock has pulled back again and it broke out again. And remember, guys, I only play the first breakout. So this stock already broke out. So I'm probably not going to be trading this again unless it gives me some type of pullback opportunity. So for TMDE, this is very easy for me. I'm just going to take this one off the list. Also, if we take a look over here, a couple other things that I'm looking at is the market cap and the free float. The free float on this bad boy is 3.5 million, well below 50 million. So I would trade it if it hadn't already broke out. Market cap on it says 24.98 million, but remember, market cap increases with the price increase. So really that market cap has increased by 74%. So that market cap is sitting around 40 to 45 million right now. Okay. All right. Let's move on down to the next one. The next one is going to be SELX. SELX, if we take a look at market cap and free float, market cap is at 15 million. You need to increase that by 70 million because remember the market cap, for whatever reason, we will just not update that in pre-market. So the market cap is really sitting around, again, around like 35 to 40 million. Free float is 17 million. Both of those are below 50 million. So this could be a possible play for us. So now what I'm looking at is we've made all of this move. Down here at the bottom, you can take a look at the time and day. You can see that this was all after hours yesterday. Don't really care about any of that. All of that was after hours, okay? This is when we popped. This was our first pop right here as soon as the market opened at 4:05 a.m. And then after that, we've just been pulling back. So when I sit down, I map out the highest level. This was the highest level right here. This is going to be my breakout level. Now, as you can see, since we set this level at 4:05 a.m., we've just been pulling back. We tried to pop up, but we did not close above that level. Pulled back again, and now we're trying to move back again. So now at this point, this is 100% my breakout level. I'm going to right click, create alert at that level. Come over here, news and movement, include extended hours. Save. Boom. Okay. Let's move down to the next one. Next one's going to be TURB. First thing I'm looking at is market cap and free float. Free float is at 3.6 million. That's good to go. Market cap's at 28 million. Now that market cap has increased by 54%, which means that market cap is sitting at like 42 million, which is still below 50 million. And also too, guys, I do the math in my head, but what you can have is you can have ChatGPT pulled up and you can say, chat, You know, the market cap for this stock has increased by, or increase a $28 million market cap by 55%. And it'll tell you. Use AI, guys. Use ChatGPT if you don't. I have it on my phone. I also have it pulled up on my desktop as well. If the numbers are really, really close, I'll use ChatGPT to help me out and give me the specific numbers. But most of this math I'm doing in my head, right? Big thing that you just want to make sure is that the market cap is below 50 million, all right? So for TURB, we take a look here, and this pop happened at 4:05 a.m. We get our first red candle. So you may be saying, well, Andrew, this was the breakout level. But remember, this stock broke out at 4:40 a.m. EST. I don't count any breakouts that happened before 6 a.m. So let's find the 6 a.m. candle. The 6 a.m. candle was right here, okay? So you can see if I sat down at the computer right here at 6 a.m., it's very easy for me to map out my high, map out my breakout level. This was the high. We get the red candle pullback, and this is my breakout level. So now at this point, you can see that this stock is just continuing to pull back. So this stock is not broken out yet. So what do? Right-click, create alert at that level, bring news and movement over, click on include extended hours, and yes, you have to do that for every single alert. All right, then we move down to the next one. First thing that we're going to look at for GV is we're going to take a look at the market cap and free float. Market cap's at 1.1 million, increased by 40%, still super low. And then pre-market for the free float is at 5.4 million. Okay, so this one is obviously a lot choppier price action. It's been chopping kind of sideways. So the first thing that I want to identify is, okay, where is the 6 a.m. candle? The 6 a.m. candle is right here. So if I just drag that over, if I would have sat down at the computer at 6 a.m., this was all the price action that I would have been able to see, okay? So it's very easy for me to map out what would have been my breakout level. My breakout level would be right here, remember? Because, I mean, technically, this would have been your first breakout level, and it broke out right here, but that was in after hours yesterday. That was before 6 a.m. EST and pre-market, so I don't care about that. I care about what was the high right here, and that was it right here at 0.3084. And as you can see, we've pulled back, and we've tried to test that level, but a 5-minute candle has not closed above that level. You can actually see on this 5-minute candle, we closed right on the line. And when this happens, I do not count it as a breakout. I want to see a clear candle close above my breakout level. So now at this point, we've started to pull back. So what I want to do, very simple, right click, create alert at that level, news and movement, include extended hours. Okay, all right, next up we're going to go to BATL. So the first thing that I want to do is take a look at the market cap and free float. Market cap's at 77 million, so I know I'm not going to be trading this stock because the market cap is too damn high already. Also, by the way, if you see lines on these stocks, these are previous lines that I've had. A lot of times these stocks show up multiple times on the top gainers list, all right? TPET, market cap at 21 million. It's increased by 29 million here in pre-market, so that's sitting around like 35 million, which is fine, below 50 million. Free float is at 9.7 million. Okay, let's find the 6 a.m. candle. The 6 a.m. candle is right here. I'll drag that over. So this is the price action that I would have saw before 6 a.m. Well, let's map out the high. Very simple. The high is going to be right here. We put our horizontal line at the body of that candle, and it's very easy to see where our breakout level is. And as you can see, we've pulled back, and we're actually getting really, really close to a breakout. Actually, it's testing that breakout level right here, and it might break out in this current 5-minute candle. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on my tracker. More than likely, this stock is going to break out. So I'm going to watch it here for the next 5 minutes or so. And if that stock breaks out, I'm going to make sure that I put it on my tracker. I'll put it that it broke out at 7:10 a.m. And remember, I only take first breakouts, which means if this stock breaks out right here at 7:10 a.m., I will more than likely not be trading TPET today unless it gives me some type of pullback opportunity. So for me, if a stock breaks out before 9 a.m., then typically the win rate is super inconsistent. It's almost like a coin flip. And the highest win rate is going to be breakouts that happen between 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. The big thing I want you guys to realize is that I don't trade second or third breakouts. So it's important for you guys to be able to identify the first breakout that happened. So if this stock, this 5-minute candle closes above this level and it happens before 9 a.m., I'm no longer going to be trading any type of breakouts on those stocks, okay? So it looks like we're pulling back right here. So what I'll do, since this stock is pulling back, I'll go ahead and right click. I'll go ahead and create an alert here as well. News and movement, include extended hours. Let's move on down to the next one. So EONR is the next one. This is a $40 million market cap, and the pre-market, right, or the free float is also $40 million as well. Now remember, this market cap increases with the price increase. So this is the way it looks like. So this one would be super close. So I have ChatGPT pulled up. You can also download the app on your phone. I highly recommend you do one of the two. And I'll say, hey, chat, increase a $40.18 million market cap by 21%. And then I click the check mark, and now it's going to do the math for me. So the market cap currently right now is going to be as 48.62 million. So that's with the current price of where it's at right now, which is at 97 cents. But what I need to do is I need to map out a breakout level. So let's find the 6 a.m. candle, which is right here. We pull that. So all we can see is these levels right here. And I can see that this was a breakout level. Did we break above that after 6 a.m.? And the answer is no. So the high is going to be right here at this level right here, 101. Now the question is, how much is this stock going to be up at that breakout level? Because that's what matters, right? So it's sitting at $48 million market cap at 97 cents. But what's the market cap going to be if this stock actually breaks out up here at 101? So what I want to do is go from the previous close, and I want to measure up to that breakout level, and I'll see at that point the stock will be up 26%. So instead, I come over here to chat, and I say, hey, chat, I want you to take that $40.18 million market cap and increase it by 26%. Click on the check mark, click on send, and I can see that the market cap is going to be right above 50 million. The answer is 50.63 million. So that's right above 50 million. That's right on the line, but I will tell you, I do try to be as strict as possible. So since it's slightly over 50 million, I will not be taking EONR. So in this scenario, you wouldn't even set an alert for it. You wouldn't do anything if this stock breaks out because the market cap is a little too high. I wouldn't be trading it. Now, in the live streams and the live trading session, guys, you might see me making an exception. And the only way I would really make an exception is if like the stock was like number one of the top gainers, like on the top 5. And then also number two, if that free float was a lot smaller. If that free float was below 10 million, I might be more inclined to make an exception for it. But since the free float is pretty high, it's at 40 million, like it's very close to our 50 million cap, I'm probably just not going to take this one. Like it's not worth it, because if I get into this stock and it's a loser, I'm going to say, man, I shouldn't have taken this fucking stock. Like the market cap was above 50 million. This is not my setup, right? And that's what drives me crazy. So I try to be as strict as possible, right? Next up, we have ANNA. Market cap is at 483 million. I can go ahead and eliminate that one. Next up, we got FRGT. So FRGT, not quite sure why Webull has this on the top gainers list. It's only up 2%. As you can see, there's no price action. So we're going to go down to the next one. The next one is RBNE. RBNE, market cap's in at 14 million. Increase that by 16%. Still well under 50 million. Free float right here is at 6 million. So I come over to the chart, find the 6 a.m. candle. 6 a.m. candle was right here. So this is what I would have saw if I sat down at the computer at 6 a.m. Obviously, this could have been our first level, but this breakout happened at 5:10 a.m. So I don't care about that one. So I'm only mapping out the high right here. So this is the breakout level at 255. As you can see, we pulled back. We're starting to round a little bit here. So I'm going to right click, create an alert at that level. Boom, news and movement, include extended hours. Okay. All right, next up we got REE. Now, sometimes you will see on the top gainers list, especially the lower that you get, you'll have stocks that look like this, that have absolutely no volume whatsoever, and somehow they ended up on the Webull's top gainers list. Like, there's no price action. There's nothing for us to map out here. You're just going to skip that one and move down to the next one, all right? Same thing in this scenario, SLAI, no price action. There's nothing to map out here, okay? Now, next up, we got GSAT. So for GSAT, let's find that 6 Orwell number 1. Let's check the market cap and free float. Market cap is 8.8 billion. Oh, well, so let me move myself up a little bit higher right here so you guys can actually see. So if we take a look right here, GSAT 8.8 billion. So we can eliminate that one. GLBS, this market cap is 46 million. If you increase that by 12%, market cap is too high, so we can eliminate that one. BIVI, as you can see, there's absolutely no price action whatsoever on the stock. Ignore it, skip it. Next one is going to be GBR, and GBR is currently up 12% with almost no volume. So for me, I have my volume indicator down here at the bottom, so you can see, like, for example, this 5-minute candle had $1,000 that flowed through it. So like, there's not really anything going on with this stock. Now, if I measure from the previous close, this level right here would only be up 15%. So even if it comes up here, like I could technically map out this level as a breakout level, but that level is only up 15% from the previous day. I need that level to be up at least 17%. So for GBR, just going to skip over that one. Super low volume. It's going to need to continue to run higher for me to set a breakout level, right? Next up is ACU. Market cap's way too high. There's no price action. GITS, same story. And as you can see, the lower that you get, guys, and this is why I don't trade stocks that are below 17% for the day, is because take a look at all these stocks. There's really no price action. There's really no volume, right? Now, DLXY right here is a good example of something I would set an alert on, because this stock had a pop right here early in pre-market, and then it took a poop, right? Right now it's only up 9%, but if we get back up to this level, if I measure from the previous close, I can see that this level is up over 46%. So if we would have been up at 535, this stock was one of the top leading gainers. So what we do want to do is set that high right there, because it happened before 6 a.m. This is the 6 a.m. candle. So if you would have sat down at the computer, this is all the price action you would have saw. Set that level right here, right click, create an alert at that level. News and movement, include extended hours, okay? So what I typically do is I go through the pre-market top gainers one more time, just double check, make sure I didn't miss anything. But also what I like to do is go from pre-market up. So up here at the top right-hand corner, instead of going to pre-market, I also like to take a look at after hours. These are all the stocks that made big move in after hours. And a lot of times there's going to be some like stocks that you saw in the pre-market top gainers that are also on this list. So I always just like to make sure I go through this list as well, just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Because sometimes you'll have stocks like this that make big moves in after hours, and then they just pull back all of pre-market. But then after market open, sometimes these stocks, they end up breaking out. So for me, I'm setting my breakout level, which is going to be this high way over here. So if we find the 6 a.m. EST candle, the 6 a.m. candle was right here, which means this is all of the price action. This is clearly the high right here. So I'm going to set an alert on that. Right click, create alert. And a lot of times this is why people miss breakouts, because they don't come to after hours and they don't map out these stocks like I do. And then these stocks end up bouncing back, and then they're caught off guard because they never had an alert on them, okay? SKK, no price action. GSAT, that's $8.8 billion market cap. We're going to skip that one. GOBS, that market cap is going to be higher than 50 million. This one has no price action. This one has no price action. No price action. AGPU, this is one that we should have traded yesterday that I missed out on, that I was pretty pissed about, but it is what it is. It won't be the last time I miss a trade. So right here, this was clearly the high. So let's break it down step by step. So this is going to be the 6 a.m. candle right here. We pull that over. We can see that this is clearly the high right here in after hours. So I count after hours and pre-market. Don't even worry about the previous day price action. This is very clearly the high. So we want to make sure we right click, we create an alert at that level as well, okay? As you can see, like I'm pretty much alerting any stock that has moved big in after hours or pre-market. I'm going to have an alert set on it at the high. That way I get alerted on any of these stocks if they break out. CNTB, this one did have some price action, but you can see that the market cap is 152 million. So I'm going to skip out on that one. All of those market caps are no good. MRNO. This one, if we count measure from the previous close, this level right here is only up 15.65%. So no matter what, this stock is going to have to move more anyway. And currently it has no volume, so I'm not going to set any levels on that. And that's it, guys. And then I switch back over to pre-market, and then I start watching the market. And then from there, now I have all my alerts set. I have all my levels set. So far, as far as breakouts, we've had TMDE that broke out right here at 625. So I've already counted that one. And then the other one that was super close to breaking out was TPET when we were watching it, and it did end up breaking out. So TPET ended up breaking out right here at 7:10 a.m. This 5-minute candle closed right there, right? So I counted that one as a breakout. That one's on my tracker as well. And then now from here, guys, I'm just constantly switching back and forth from these stocks, and I'm taking a look to see if we got any new stocks. Like, you know, for example, SKYQ was not on the top gainers list literally 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago when I started this video. So now we can see that this price action started right here at 7:05 a.m. So let me measure that from the previous close. The previous close is right here. So this stock was up 21% right here, which means my breakout level was right here, right? Because the stock popped right here at 7:05. We get our first red candle. Boom. If I would have been watching this stock, this would have been my breakout level right here. And then currently, this 5-minute candle is breaking above it right now, right? So this 5-minute candle is breaking out at 7:20. So I'm going to come over here to my tracker, type in SKYQ. So since it's breaking out so early, I'm not going to be taking this breakout, obviously, because I only take breakouts between 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. The only way I'll ever trade SKYQ is if later on it gives me some type of pullback opportunity. Okay, so now at this point, I have all of my alerts set. So now I just constantly go through the top gainers list to see if we have any new stocks that are moving, very similar to this. I just make sure I stay on top of it. Well, for most of you guys, you don't need to be sitting down at 7 a.m. You can start sitting down at around 8:30 a.m. Give yourself at least 30 to 45 minutes to map out everything before we actually start trading at 9 a.m. Okay? All right, comment down below. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.